Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video. This is a timeless reading, so it could have already happened, could be happening now, could happen in the future. You can use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this as your own. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Um, I get all my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything. Um, so, as always, use discernment with any of these readings. If you'd like to work with me, my information is in the description below. Um, if there's anything that I left out, I will try to sprinkle it into this reading. But so let's go. Let's get into this reading. So, one thing that I've been talking about, is the glow up for twin flames. That you've been looking amazing. That you've been in a siren type of energy. That people have been staring. They've been looking at you and even dressed in, basic clothes, just t-shirt and sweats or t-shirt and jeans, and you feel like you're getting so many looks and you feel like, okay, people need to stop looking. um, but this is what's happening with you, and you're kind of surprised because recently some of you walked away. Some divine feminines might have walked away from divine masculines because you felt like they were not moving fast enough. And it's not like you gave them weeks or months, you gave them years. And you feel like you invested, you actually really brought yourself, your authentic, genuine self, and you feel like it was still like whatever they were doing, dragging their feet, and you're saying, time's up, and they're scrambling right now. They didn't know that you would do this, and because they thought they had so much time before anything like this would happen, or they probably were planning things behind the scenes that you did not know about and they did not express it to you, but you pulling your energy back really put something on their mind, and now they're swallowing their pride and coming back and saying, I'm sorry, that I should have told you a long time ago that I have plans on, I wanted us to get married. I wanted us to, have kids together. I wanted us to be together forever. I know you're the one, and I don't know why I was dragging my feet. Maybe I was scared. Maybe I thought I had more time, but I shouldn't have treated you that way. And I think, some divine feminines are saying they'll give another chance, and other feminines are saying no, they're not, because what's happening is a new divine counterpart is walking into your life. And I was saying this in another video that once you reach a certain level of energy, like you have, a clean diet, your body, you're keeping your body clean, detoxing, getting rest, focusing, putting in the work to do what you need to do, and and like whether you have your own business and you're very successful on a job and you just got a promotion, but you feel like so much abundance, wealth is coming in, opportunities are coming up, doors are opening, you're collaborating with people that you always wanted to work with, and you feel like so much is happening in your favor, and you feel like you're not understanding like why divine masculine. I thought he would be here and we would be doing all this together. But the new divine masculine might be coming in, and you might be saying, well, this, what's going on, but you've been in, in such great energy that you can now attract more twin flames more easily. And so you can attract more than one. So there might be a group where there's 10 souls that or 10 people within the soul group, and the soul was split into 10 pieces, and you're finding another one of the counterparts. And so it feels like, how is this happening? But your energy, like I'm saying, the glow up, you're eating healthier, eating cleaner, your body is clean, you're vibrating at a certain energy and staying there. The field around you is so powerful, you're so magnetic, and because of it, you're attracting the things that are, of course, we know like attracts like. So you're attracting so much of things that are similar to you, and it turns out that you attract another twin flame, another mirror soul, someone who's, mirroring back to you things that are going on in you, things that you need to see. And it's like, you can't believe it, but of course you can, because this is the energy that you've been in. And so I think, for a lot of you, like I was saying, you're deciding, you're going to need to decide, are you going to give this, you know, divine masculine or divine feminine another chance when they come back, and they're saying they're sorry and they're begging you for another chance because they know how amazing it was, how amazing you were, how just genuine and loving and supportive and encouraging and kind and generous you were. And they're not going to find that in anyone else. And they know that they did you wrong. They know that they walked away. They know that they're the ones who pulled back their energy first. And so it felt like you didn't have a choice when you did what you did. And so they're feeling like, no, wait, they want another chance. They don't want you to walk away because they know that they'll never find anyone else like you. And some of you are saying, no, thank you, because you found a new person who's actually investing. They're not playing games. They're actually ready to move forward with you. And you feel like they're scared, but they're still invested in this thing with you. Now, for others, you're saying, this person, that they have a great heart, that, they might have got caught up in some things, just like we all get caught up in things. And you might be willing to give them another chance. And this time they are, you know, um, expressing themselves and saying they are in love with you. They do want to be with you. They do want to get married. They do want to have kids. They do want to build something with you, and they know that they can build with you. They know that what you have together is going to be better than anything else that they can imagine happening with someone else. And they know you're one of a kind, and they are swallowing their pride, and they're saying, okay, let's really do this. And the two of you are together, like building empires, and it's spectacular. So for some of you, you're finding again that you're attracting such high level things. And there's some people that sometimes you feel like you cannot see them, literally, because of the energy that you're in and what you're carrying and what you're magnetizing to yourself. The way you feel on a daily basis, that you're kind of taking a step back. And maybe some of you have been seeing other people in your lives that are not really serious like that. They're not in that energy. They're not consistently or, seriously working on themselves to be better. They're not. And there are people who will tell you that they are, and they're not. They just say that to people that they know are not working on themselves so they could look good. So you might have had, a divine counterpart of yours or a karmic partner of yours that was doing this. Like, they're telling other people, yeah, they're gonna work on themselves and they're gonna be the best they could be and all this stuff, and they're not doing that. And it shows. And for you, you're standing back watching them, and you're like, oh, I thought this person was someone different than they really are. And you have a habit of being optimistic, of being like someone who looks at the person and sees their best qualities, and that they're fantastic. And uh, so many people look at this person, they're like, this is like the best man or the best woman that you will ever see, period. And you're saying, because you've been doing the work, the energy is different, you're magnetizing different things to yourself, and what you're looking at, you're saying, nah, you got a lot of work to do, and you need to do that work before you can come to me. You need to come correct, or else don't come at all. And I think they're saying, like, how did it happen that anyone would turn them down, really, that knew them? But the thing is, what you're seeing, you're saying, nah, the reason that you got turned down before is that you didn't come correct and you're not serious. You need to really be serious. And so for them, it is like an existential crisis, because they're like, oh God, someone actually sees me. And they see that I'm playing games, and I need to correct my stuff anyway. And I need to get myself together. And they are doing that. A lot of them, they are coming back in a new way, in a different way. They're transforming spiritually, doing something totally different. They're a better person. Their family has seen this transformation in them ever since you've been together. And they're like, if they're being honest, how could you walk away from a person that's everything that you said that you wanted, you complained about since you were a kid, and said you can't find anyone who's true, or you can't find anyone who's authentic, can't find anyone who really loves, the way that you need or want or are looking for. Finally, you find the person. And I mean, don't get me wrong, because unfortunately, there might be some twin flames, divine counterparts who have family members, so called friends, but are just buddies or whatever, people who are looking to take advantage of them. They might have people around them that are in their ear saying, you don't need to be with this person, because they're jealous and they want to be with you instead. So you might be looking out for things like that as well. But I would say some divine counterparts are coming back to you and apologizing, and they're saying they want to make it better, they want to fix it, they want the two of you to move forward and do all the things that you plan to do. And some of you have to decide. It's a huge decision, because it is the rest of your life, and you don't want someone who's playing with you. On the other hand, you want someone who's serious, that you can trust to do things to move forward. And I feel like you need to be mindful of the energy that you're in, that you're staying in. You need to, if you're looking for love, if you're looking for abundance in your career, if you're looking for great friendships and all these things, you need to be in a certain energy so that you can magnetize and attract those things to yourself. Because if you're not, then how can you expect to attract those things to yourself? And one thing that we've been talking about, make sure that you do stay in the energy of reciprocity, reciprocation, that you are focusing on making sure that you have a good balance of give and take in a relationship, and communication, and a whole lot of different things. Because you heard me kind of hesitate or stumble on this, reciprocity thing. You need to make sure that the person that you're with is going to give as well as you giving. You don't have to do it all. This is why you have a divine counterpart that can help you do it, and they need to be strong enough to break down your walls, and interested and invested and devoted and loving and care, so that they can work with you. Because if you have someone who is not ready, um, it'll be tough to achieve these things. Um, all right, so I think I'm gonna end for now. I want to make some more videos soon about this. But again, watch, read, listen to things that are going to lift you up, energize you, keep you on the right path. Continue to work toward your goals, and work with others who are serious about doing this work, so that they can, achieve and become their best selves too. All right. As always, I say happy lightning fast manifesting. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to y'all soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.